of the Bristol Downtown Development Corporation. If everyone could please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, before we get started, I just want to officially welcome Councilman Brown, who is our new liaison to the Bristol Downtown Development Corporation. We're delighted to have you here at our first official meeting since you've been appointed. Item number 2 on the agenda, approval of the minutes of the previous meeting. We have minutes that were distributed right after the November 9th regular meeting last week, and I want to thank Noel for getting them out so quickly. Did everyone have a chance to review? Any questions, comments, corrections? I just look at one. Yes. Yep. Okay. Please.
Motion to approve.
Second. Any further discussion? If none, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are passed. Item number 3, written communications received by board members. I have received one written communication that I believe will take up under item 5A. Has anyone received anything else? Okay, hearing none. Item number 4, opening of the meeting to members of the public who wish to be heard on any agenda item. I have Rich Kilby?
Yes, Rich Kilby, 99 Lexington Street here in Bristol. Just as a clean slate now, can we please get those signs taken down, go through the right channel, get them down? And then as we move on now, take our time, do it slow. Is this needed in our community? Will it benefit us? Is this needed? Who will this service, whatever it may be? Is this what comes there? Does Bristol want this? Take it really slow, do your homework, whatever it is. It will benefit us. It is what the residents of Bristol really want. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Roos?
Just somebody that I know on Facebook had made a comment and didn't know if he was going to be able to make it here, so I told him I would ask for him. The gentleman's name is Gary Lawton, and he suggested, who's to say that if we go back out with an RFP that it's not going to end up being 90% housing and 10% retail in the long run. And he suggested that the BDC set guidelines for a ratio for how much housing versus retail is required. And he said the city should control the property until the time the requirements are made, and make sure that the city's going to benefit from the development in that way. And I don't have anything to add. You guys have heard almost everything that I have to think about it. Unless somebody asked me something else to ask anonymously, who's going to live in this housing that's going to be downtown? Is it going to be the refugees? But I didn't take it seriously, and I'm not asking for them. But I told them I'd mention it.
Okay, next item on the agenda. I don't have anyone else sign up to speak. Item number 5, discussion of Renaissance's termination of the preferred developer agreement and to take any necessary action. And this letter that I'm going to read into the record is dated November 13, 2015. It is addressed to the Bristol Downtown Development Corporation and the City of Bristol, and it comes from the law offices of Fury, Donovan, Tracy, and Daly. The letter reads, Dear Sirs, and ladies, I'm throwing that in on my own. I am writing on behalf of Renaissance Downtowns at Bristol, LLC, to notify the City of Bristol and the Bristol Downtown Development Corporation that pursuant to Section 7.02A of the Preferred Developer Agreement, dated May 25, 2010, as amended by 7 amendments through December 22, 2014, Renaissance is choosing to terminate the agreement effective immediately. Renaissance appreciated the opportunity to improve our community and to be a part of the efforts to shape its future. They have taken the step to terminate their agreement with the City of Bristol and the Bristol Downtown Development Corporation for a variety of reasons, including but not limited to the inability of the parties to agree upon an overall strategy for the development that would allow for the creation of a vibrant, walkable downtown area, which have proven themselves too difficult to overcome under existing conditions. If you have any questions or require any further information, please do not hesitate to contact me. Very truly yours, Timothy W. Fury. I will note for members of the board that pursuant to the Seventh Amendment, there was unilateral termination rights of any party in the event that the conditions of submitting a financing plan were not met. Those conditions were not met, and Renaissance availed itself of its right to terminate. I also want to note for the record that I believe that it is more accurate to say that they're terminating because they were unable to provide financing or get financing and submit a financing development and leasing plan to this board. This board never did receive a finance development and leasing plan that it could act upon. With that, it is my understanding from our council that we do not have to vote on this. It is a unilateral termination right, and because the conditions were not met, and therefore the contract is terminated. That's it.
Do we have any comments from the board? Because I have a few things I want to say in a positive mode.
You certainly may.
Okay, with all that being said, and myself, only speaking for myself, being one of the longest serving members on this board, it's a little sad that we had to come to this point after so many years of trying. But to their credit, Renaissance Downtown did bring in Bristol Rising. I don't think Bristol's ever seen anything like that before, at least all the years I've lived here all my life, well over, and I know I'm gonna be wrong in this amount, 300-400 people? I'm not even sure if it's that, how many it was, but it was quite a bit. I think we need to credit them also for Barley Vine, even though Barley Vine stuck their necks out too to come to Bristol. I even think the Mason Jar, they helped them a little bit in getting them back on track. And a lot of other community efforts. They brought a lot of positive to Bristol, but it's unfortunate that with the recession hitting in 07, 08, 09, when they first came in, and for them having difficulty getting financing, it was a very, very difficult climb, and having them not meeting their deadline. So, with all that being said, I know it's easy to bash and throw different things left and right, but us sitting here behind the table, listening to this every month and trying to work with them and them working with us, it just didn't pan out. Thank you.
Comments? No?
No.
Councilman?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to say to the BDDC, its current members and members past, that you have always represented the city well and represented the community well in working on this project, and your tireless efforts have been greatly appreciated by the city. So as your new liaison, thank you for leading us up to this point.
Thank you, and I do want to thank the members of this board, past and current, and I note that this has not always been an easy process, but you guys have conducted yourselves perfectly as far as I'm concerned. We had a mandate and a contract in difficult circumstances, and difficult decisions were made, and you did what you had to do. We all did what we had to do, and I look forward to moving forward now, regrouping, figuring out what's next, and putting something really terrific on that property across the street. So with that, it's a special agenda, so we cannot have any further business. We will have a December meeting. I will have the budget items that you requested, John, at the last meeting to talk about. And Kelly and Joe, we would like a report from the subcommittee at that meeting as to, I know you've only very preliminarily looked at some of the issues as far as moving forward, but we will have a subcommittee report at that meeting as well. So with that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we're adjourned.